I recognize that I look very strange right now, but I'm standing on top of an iceberg in Svalbard in the high Arctic. I got that new Insta360 X4 that shoots 8K. We're gonna shoot a vlog with it, talk about that camera, and have fun in the north. Let's kickstart this. Woo! Most ridiculous way that I want to test out this 8K footage. This is my friend John Derting. You might know him from these videos here. John, what are we gonna do right now?
So we're gonna fly this Insta360 X4 on an actual FPV drone. We're gonna do some footage of this water and ice, which is kind of what I do on my channel a lot, but this is a whole different perspective because I've never flown one of these with a 360 camera on it. So we're gonna try it out right now. 3, 2, is that on and recording?
Well, good test, because I actually don't think it is. Imagine we have him go all the way up and the camera's not even on. Thank you, John. This is why he's the professional. 8K, we're gonna do 30 frames per second.
We've got a really nice sun halo that could look absolutely incredible. I'm gonna get super low here for a little bit of sick motion blur. That's an epic shot. I'm gonna fly right up over us.
Woo. Dude, that's so fast. What's the top speed of this drone?
The top speed of this drone's about, honestly, if you're diving, it's kind of unlimited, but if you're going at max battery operated speed, it's about 75 miles per hour to 80.
Dude, 8K, 30 frames per second, 360 footage, and literally the boat is moving as we bring the drone back. Good timing, excellent timing. Goodbye parking spot, that was fun. I think this is where the horizon lock is absolutely crushing. With FPV, the camera is just going all over the place. It's panning, it's tilting, and the horizon is just locked on perfectly. Plus, micro jitters always happen with FPV, and if we're looking at this footage right now, we do not see that with the stabilization. I'm really impressed with the 8K footage. Insta360 is claiming that you're getting 78% more pixels over the 5.7K footage, and if I'm just speaking from what I see with my eye, it is higher resolution for sure. Another thing that this camera comes standard with is these lens guards right here. I think for a lot of people, they were really worried about scratching the lens and then damaging and then not having usable clips. But look how easy it is to put it on. It's basically like a filter that you would thread on your lens, but now you just connect it like that. Boom, you have protection. Imagine doing that without the lens guard. That would be so stressful. They also have a premium lens guard that is scratch resistant, so that's something you can buy afterwards. And if you just go into the app, you can just choose which lens guard that you're using. We also have a brand new battery, which gives you 135 minutes runtime. It is 67% more than the previous model. Overall, way more rugged as a camera to go out and use in the field more often. We're about to go out on the Zodiacs right now, so why don't we test this as a vlogging device and try out the single lens mode on it. Okay, change of plans. We're kind of going on the Zodiacs, but we're actually going into the water with these immersion suits right here, which means that we can actually go fully into the water, climb on icebergs. That's the plan right now. Can you fix my hair, please? This is really uncomfortable. 60 frames, 4K, jump into the water. See, I would never feel confident bringing my big camera going do something like this. I can't even talk. But got 4K, 60 frames per second, action cam, it's waterproof. You can go and chill in the ice in the Arctic if that's something you wanted to do. What a crazy experience. So these are immersion suits. This literally allows you to jump in the water and survive like 6 hours if you wanted to, but these are older ones, so they're actually using them for play. So you could just go out and hang out in the water, have a fun day on some icebergs. Just a casual, you know, Tuesday afternoon, chilling, hanging out in the Arctic. I literally can't think of a more fun camera to have an experience like this, where you can shoot action sports in 4K 60 frames with like a single lens, then switch to the 360 and get everything around you. We got the boat, we got the mountains. You have slow-mo features and you're jumping into the water. Like, it's waterproof. I mean, I don't know. Also in this moment, just like take in the audio quality, get a sense of what it's like to vlog with this camera. So this is the action mode, and we'll slow it down to 60 frames per second. Again, you can also switch to different ratios and formats to shoot. Right now we're shooting for YouTube, but you can also switch it so that you can post to social media. So we've been waiting for this exact moment. We got this pack ice right now. It literally looks like pancakes in the water. The sun is diffused behind us. The boat is going slow. So we're gonna put it in 5.7K 60 frames and 4K 100 frames per second and get some shots over the edge of the boat. This is always a little nerve-wracking when I do this, because I'm like, oh, I could just lose my camera. All right, that's behind the waves. Let's go. We're in front of the boat here. Here's 60 frames per second, and let's bring this right into the front. Okay, I am back from Svalbard, and I thought we would dive into the post-production of this camera. I think one of the most intimidating parts of 360 footage is actually being able to track and do the things that you want to do with that footage afterwards, so it's usable and you can post it online. So let's specifically talk a little bit about the two different ways that you can do this. One, you can use the Insta360 Studio desktop app, and you can also use, for the first time ever officially, we have a Premiere Pro plugin for reframing. So you no longer have to use the GoPro reframing app. So they have their own native app for the desktop, and they also have their own for Premiere Pro, which is good. There are some differences between the two, so let me just show you. So if we open up the desktop app here, we have a few advantages to this program. So number one, we can go in and we can go through all of our footage here, click through it, find what we like, and then we can actually go in and then track the actual parts of the video that we like. We can also add motion ND, which means that if you're doing time lapses or anything with fast motion like we were doing for the 8K 30 frames per second FPV footage, you can make the bottom part of that footage look really fast moving with more natural motion blur. So if we just turn it on and we turn it off, you can see the difference here. Subtle, but very effective to make things look more impactful. But again, if you just want more linear in this situation, you can keep it all in one place in Premiere Pro. And additionally, if you're just on the go, you can do all of this on your iPhone. You don't even need a computer to be able to export high quality footage out of this camera. All right, let's move into like the final thoughts on this camera. Okay, so I just want to tell you a little bit of a story with this camera on where it really stood out to me. So remember that scene where I was vlogging previously, where I was just talking to the camera? I was wearing this neoprene suit, so I couldn't just touch the screen to change any of the settings. When the camera was fully extended, I was in the water just trying to swim. If I wanted to record and then stop recording, I literally just say, start recording, stop recording. Having the ability to use the voice control was awesome, since in that situation, I couldn't use the gesture control because I didn't have any gestures. I had 3 fingers, but if you wanted to, you can also use gesture control. And then I think another moment for me that stood out when using this camera is that I had this one scene where I was pouring coffee that I wanted to post to social media with the boat in front of me on this iceberg. It looks super cool. And I tried using an action camera, and every time I get the shot, I'd either get my hands in the shot, or it would go off of horizon, or it would like miss the main thing I was trying to shoot. And I was reminded to be like, why didn't I just shoot with this camera where I'd never missed the shot? So the ability to just set it and forget it is a huge advantage to having a 360 camera. What I really thought was interesting, and I didn't really point this out before, but on this camera, you can actually add these little noise diffusers that just attach to the side here. And now if you have high winds, you can make sure that the sound isn't muffled. And then at the end of the day, it's a fun camera. It has all of the different settings that you can just shoot with to get whatever shot you want. You have me mode, and then you have time-lapse mode where it shoots in 11K. I mean, the resolution just blows my mind at this stage. And then you're also getting 72 megapixels if you're shooting photos. There's just a lot of different options with this camera, and then using the software where it just is easy to use. Like, it's literally very intuitive to use. It's waterproof, and you can even use it as a charger. Plug it in and then click reverse charge, and then start charging your phone or other devices with it if you needed it in a pinch. This is a product that I would use. It's going to live in my camera bag, and I'm going to be pulling it out more often. It might even take the spot of a full action camera moving forward. Insta360, the X4 is a great product. It is refined. You have listened to your audience. You have made it great for professionals. If you guys want to pick up this product, I'll leave a link below. And again, this is brought to you by Insta360. So thank you, Insta360, for supporting this channel over the years and letting us have cameras to go and make content like we did in Svalbard. I love you guys. If you guys like this video, please press like. It actually makes a difference. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for future videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm also thinking about doing some workshops this year. Would you guys like to join on any of those if it was focused on building a business, content creation, photography, maybe going to a cool place in the Arctic, maybe going on a boat, maybe somewhere else in the world? Let me know in the comments what you think you would like to see, and maybe I'll start to make some of those available. Love you guys. Bye.